What's happening, guys? Happy Gravy Week. It is Gravy Week, okay? This is like we said it was gravy season. This is Gravy Week. This is like if Past Gravy was like a once a year podcast, I think this would be the week that we put out an episode. So this is our week. It's not like a birthday, but like treat it like it's our birthday. So please wish us well. Wish us happy Gravy Week. That'd be great. We would really mean a lot to us. But it's Alex, Pat, and Bobby here with Thanksgiving week edition of Past Gravy episode 436. And we normally start the pod off with the Precome segment. So we're going to start the podcast off with the Precome segment. Again, what would you guys like to talk about to start us off?
For $3,000, would you be okay with your face being photoshopped into a gay porn?
Yeah.
Money. Right.
Like, you're not
only
$3,000. It's not a lot of money, though.
I had a feeling Bobby would be the only one that this question was actually for.
It has to be more than $3,000.
What would your number be?
See, because it's not being photoshopped, it's being like added on every single frame, the whole video, however long it is.
It's being deep faked.
Yeah. People are gonna think that you're either being dicked down or dicking down somebody else.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, I mean, Robert he wouldn't do it in any sort of porno.
I think it has to be at minimum 10,000.
Oh, you fucking prude.
You are very bougie, dude. You're so fucking high maintenance.
That's my likeness, and that video is going to be, earning royalties. You got to work it into the contract.
I mean, $3,000, I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. I don't have to do anything. You just have my face. Like, you find my face that's already on the internet. I don't care.
I mean, I don't know why you want my face, but okay.
What if you had to do mocap?
What is that?
Like motion capture. So you have like the suit on that has like dots on you, and you're being recorded doing the action, but it's just you.
Where it's like they just get me like hip thrusting, and it's like you have no idea what it will be used for later.
Exactly.
This sure feels interesting. Like this feels like a weird motion that they would want for anything else, but okay. Like, no, it's definitely not. It's gonna be you're a logger. I'm like, okay. Don't know how that would be used in logging, but all right.
I don't know why, but it just popped into my head.
I feel like then if I had to do stuff, I'd feel like my price might go up. If it was just like, we're going to use your face, done.
If it's motion capture, no, same price.
I like that Robert dropped like a mocap. Like, I think he dropped a mocap. Like we were just supposed to know what that meant. What
do you think the name of your porno would be?
I wouldn't care because I'd have $3,000 and I'd be like, I got $3,000 in my ears. I don't care.
Know why, but bare bottom popped into my head.
Okay.
I think that's a hilarious name for a gay porno.
That's probably already a name of one, I bet.
I'm thinking so. Just bears being fucking plowed.
This is a weird way to start a pod.
Yeah, it's very weird. But you know what?
Is that all you had to bring to the table this Thanksgiving week, Pat?
Yeah.
That's it.
Porn and money. That's all I got.
All right. Robert, what about you, buddy?
Thanksgiving is a little overrated.
Well, all right, guys.
It's not bad.
I'm out of here. This is my last podcast. I can't be with this person. You're the worst person in the world. It's the best holiday.
You are anti-Thanksgiving.
I'm not anti-Thanksgiving.
It seems
I just
like
think
you're pretty
that there's
anti-Thanksgiving.
a lot of like, it's a lot, and I don't know. I can't deal with it all. There's just too many options. Don't you think some people just
that's a problem?
You say there's too much food? Too much delicious food.
Yeah, there's just too much food. It's like a buffet of delicious foods, and there's just too many options to go to. Like, come on, dude.
You don't have to fit it all on one plate.
Like, it's diminishing returns every single day after Thanksgiving.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
No, a lot of people I think would say that the sandwich the day after is better than the meal itself.
Sandwich the night of. We do Thanksgiving lunch, and
or
the sandwich is that, and it is the best part.
The sandwich is better than the actual meal?
Oh, dude, the sandwich is just otherworldly. You have Thanksgiving so that you can have the sandwich. If you don't believe that, then you're making the sandwich wrong, my friend.
How do you make the sandwich?
Oh, you got to have gravy in there. You got both dark and white meat turkey. You got some of the canned cranberry outs. Then also we do this horseradish cranberry sauce that goes in there that gives it some kick. A little bit more gravy, stuffing, and meat stuffing. Oh, I'm thinking back. My mouth is watering now because I had this 3 days ago because we did early Thanksgiving. And I had a sandwich and a half because my dad was still so full he couldn't eat half of his sandwich. And I was like, I'll eat it. And then guess what? The next day, made another one.
I'd argue that if people really love Thanksgiving, they would have turkey and all these sides more than just like once or twice a year.
I'd be cool with that.
Turkeys
I'd
would
be
go
cool
extinct,
with that,
man.
dude. Yeah, I guess we'd run out of turkeys, but like,
resource.
I wish there was like, we have like Christmas in July. I wish there was like Thanksgiving in July or Thanksgiving in June. We should do that. Remind Robert, you set a reminder to remind us before June's giving, where it's like, let's not forget about giving thanks. Because and we could spin it that way. Like a lot of times we do forget about giving thanks. We're 6 months after Thanksgiving. And what are we thankful for? Let's have another Thanksgiving and just do that again. Robert, remind us to do that like the month before June. So we can like remind people about it.
All right.
And plan something.
June's giving. Yeah.
Do a merch drop.
We're going to
June's
pretend like we're
giving.
planning. Yeah. June's giving.
All right. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should do that more often because you're right. Like I want green bean casserole more often than once a year. And I get to do back-to-back days of Thanksgiving. I get to do it with my family and then like my grandmother's side of the family get to do that. So pretty stoked about back-to-back days of Thanksgiving for me. But I like back to like Robert's discussion, like the sandwich versus the meal. Like people do say that the turkey sandwich the day after is better, and I understand like the argument for that. But
I mean, it's
like,
really not. The
excitement of Thanksgiving, it's so cool. Like you're like football before, and then also we're gonna eat football during the Cowboys because like fuck the Cowboys. I don't want to sit and watch a whole Cowboys game. And then like I'm tired of eating, and now I'm gonna go sit and eat some pie, and then watch the rest of the Cowboys game and watch them hopefully lose. And just the air of hope when you wake up on a Thanksgiving day and you like, I could watch a Cowboys loss day. That is a possibility that I could watch the Cowboys lose. Even if they win, you're like, I don't care. Like the thought that they could lose, like, and then when they do lose, you're like, this is the best Thanksgiving ever. It's amazing. And yeah, like that's awesome. The nap that comes with Thanksgiving usually afterwards is awesome. The turkey sandwich the day after is sick, but like I just don't think it's better than the meal.
No, I mean it's really not. I would say ours because my dad makes the best turkey sandwich. Is better than any of your dads or moms. It just is. Okay. Accept it. But I don't understand when people say it is without a doubt the best holiday because it is the only holiday that is centered around food. Like, yes, people are like, oh, Christmas ham. No, Christmas, it's still Christmas is the holiday. Thanksgiving, it's we're gonna eat
4th of July, I think, is also sort of centered around food, but
centered around America's freedom.
Centered around freedom, but also like hot dogs and hamburgers as well. Yeah,
but Thanksgiving, it's the best fried turkey. Normally, my dad does like he'll fry one turkey and then he'll bake one too. This year, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing that extra work." We fried 2 turkeys. It was delicious.
Nobody complains about a fried turkey, and if you do, then like you don't deserve the turkey.
You're wrong.
I've never had one. I want to try one.
Oh, it's so good.
You're very picky, and I think you would even like a fried turkey.
You get the crispy skin on the outside. Oh.
Normally,
so I'll say this too. Normally, I've always been more of a white meat guy than a dark meat guy. For some reason, this year, dark meat, delicious.
It's good to hear. Good to hear.
What's dark meat? Is it just the legs?
So like white meat is basically the breast meat that gets sliced evenly and thin. Dark meat is what you're going to have all those little pieces of it more. But like legs, thighs, stuff like that.
Gotcha. I don't mind either one.
Also, good. What's with? I've always loved both. Something about the dark meat this year.
You gotta mix them. Delicious. You gotta mix them.
What is with the hate of green bean casserole? I've been seeing that online this year. Didn't know that was a thing.
You know what it is? It's a bunch of people that don't like green beans. That never really had green bean casserole.
Who doesn't like green beans?
But they're just I don't know, weirdos, dude. Like people that never got over it as kids. Like as kids, you didn't like green beans. But like once you get older, you're like green beans are kind of dope. Like they don't suck.
I've never been a picky eater, obviously. So like I've always loved green beans, but like, dude, green beans and like cream, whatever the fuck that like creamed anything is always good. And then you add fried onions on top, like, It's so good. Everything about Thanksgiving is good.
We're gonna have
and
a whole,
you
like,
just get to get plastered the whole time too.
Yeah, and like it's just like you can drink from the second you wake up, because like is like all you gotta do is like sometimes pretend like you don't have to be frying the turkey, but just go around the fryer and you're like, yep, oil's coming along good.
Because the temperature on that bird.
Yep, yeah, you just gotta say something that sounds like a dad would say loosely, and then you're good. Like, you guys need any help with cranberry? You like hand them a can, and you're like, all right, got it right here.
The key is if you're not actually helping cook the bird, you are the guy that keeps those guys happy, or girls, whoever's doing it. Hey, can I get you a drink? Need a glass of wine? Need a beer?
Yep.
I got you. You need something?
Yeah,
let me know.
I'm supervising here.
I'm
will you help with this? You're like, nope. But do you need a drink or anything? I got you.
I'm drink guy. I make sure everyone has drinks.
That's a good guy to be. Nobody's mad at drink guy, and it looks like you helped when you really didn't do anything but sort of watch football.
You need a drink? It's 10:30. Holiday.
It's cool. It's Thanksgiving. I'm giving thanks. Glad we're all here. You know what? Not a lot of people aren't.
I'm thankful for this delicious bombshell blonde.
Exactly. Who isn't? Who isn't thankful for a bombshell blonde? But yeah, you can justify drinking at any point in time. Thanksgiving is an amazing holiday. I love it.
Best.
And people that try and shit on Thanksgiving, this isn't the podcast for you, obviously.
They're bad people. If you shit on Thanksgiving, you're a bad person.
Robert thinks it's overrated. Do you hate Thanksgiving though?
No, I don't.
Good, because if you said you hated Thanksgiving, I think we'd have a problem. Because you can't hate it. It's tight.
Yeah, family time, good food.
Family time, yeah. Mostly food. But yeah, just back to food and football. The 2 Fs. Food, football, and fucking booze. The 3 Fs.
Yep.
Remember that.
Probably could have used family in there, but
the 4 Fs. Nailed it. All right. I had some ideas I wanted to pitch your way, guys.
Before you even say this first one, I'm not on board with it. Just from the name.
I think it's a great idea. So Go-Gurt growing up was a cool thing. It was like, Go-Gurt, it's yogurt you can eat on the go. And it was just like a straw that you like basically rip the top off and you could just eat your Go-Gurt without like a spoon or anything. What if we made something that was like, it's just the exact same thing as Go-Gurt, but it's got like a grip on it. And it's like, it's Bro-Gurt. And
Nope.
it's for bros.
Go-Gurt is yogurt they eat on the go? So Bro-Gurt would be yogurt that you eat from your bro. Nope.
No. See, that's you with a dirty mind. It's yogurt for your bros. Like it's like you just get like the dudes that are like it's just for guys. Finally, something for men.
We could also then have the offshoot of Galgurt.
Girl-Gurt.
That's better.
Bro-Gurt and Girl-Gurt. And really it's just the same shit. One of them's pink and one of them's blue. And we're like, done.
There's
money to be made.
I cannot get behind the name of Bro-Gurt.
I think somebody be like, yo, I don't want, babe, I'm not gonna eat yogurt. Wait, what is this, Bro-Gurt? Babe, why don't you tell me that Bro-Gurt? Like you're gonna want that. Those guys would want that.
Me and my friends jokingly say to each other when we say we're gonna fuck each other. Like, dude, come get some of this Bro-Gurt.
I don't think everybody talks to their friends like that though. So I don't think that everybody has that connotation.
Most people don't. But I'd say that a good portion of the population, if you said you want some Bro-Gurt, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, it's obviously yogurt for guys. Like finally. All right.
I don't know, Robert. Tie break this one.
No, I'm not on board.
You don't think we can sell yogurt called Bro-Gurt?
No.
All right, so 0 for 1, whatever, guys. I think you're really missing out on a golden opportunity. Another one is,
but I can't not see it.
Just on ideas that y'all already gonna shit on. Poop ads in stalls. You know, if you go to the gas station and like you're filling up your gas, and it's like, "Hi, I'm Eva Mendes, and let me tell you about 2 new TV shows you should check out." And then it just plays commercials. Like you should just make those for the back of bathroom stalls in public places.
I think that's brilliant.
Why don't they make those?
It's brilliant.
I mean, I'm not a pro ad guy, but
I don't
it
think
seems like you're missing out on ideas
inside a guy's stalls. But
you'd have to tailor it differently.
The thought of it. Hi, I'm Nick Swartz, or not Nick Swartz. What's his name? Ron Swanson.
Ron
Have him
Swanson.
sell shit.
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman, that's it. Have him sell you like woodworking tools while you're taking a dump.
Right. But yeah, like that is a really big missed opportunity because you get a lot of people in those public stalls. Although maybe it would be embarrassing to be like, I'm taking a shit. And then it's like, hey, what's up? And somebody's like selling shit to you, like, oh, over there, so-and-so's over there taking a dump. But like maybe they all go off at the same time. I don't know. Like when you lock the door, maybe that's when it tells you like this is when you should play. I'm surprised that no one else has thought of that, and that's why I'm just trying to get ahead of this and be like, boom, like we thought of that first. A verbal trademark. If you see any of these, we will cease and desist because we said that here today on November 23rd of 2021. So we own that idea.
I absolutely love this idea.
There's money to be made.
We should be in marketing.
We should be in marketing. That's basically what we made this segment for, is our marketing ideas.
So basically, the start of this is just going to be everyone buys stickers, and we're just going to start putting Past the Gravy podcast stickers on the back of every goddamn bathroom stall.
Exactly. PasttheGravyMerch.com. Get your stickers there. My other idea, sort of along the lines of stickers, since you just mentioned that, is it's Christmas lights season. I feel like the week of Thanksgiving, it's safe to put your Christmas lights up without getting a bunch of scrutiny. There's other people that might disagree with me, but whatever. I've seen a lot of people putting up Christmas lights, and it just seems like such a pain in the ass to do it. You don't want to pay people to do it. Why don't we just make duct tape or something similar to duct tape that you can just tape up and then it lights up like Christmas lights?
Like LED lights?
Not like a light strip, but just duct tape that lights up.
Oh, dude, I'm fine with that.
Right? Like,
everything. People
it's
like,
festive. It looks like Christmas lights, but it's not really Christmas lights. You're like, duct tape, done. It sticks because it's legit.
I thought you were saying like instead of clipping the lights, you're just duct taping the lights to the gutter.
No, all of the lights are the duct tape. The duct tape is the lights. So all you're doing is
just a light strip.
But it's not like an LED light strip. It's just duct tape. Like that's all your Christmas lights is.
It's duct tape that lights up.
But you buy a roll of it instead of like
a light strip.
Little bitty light strips. But it's like that's the whole purpose of it. You could fix shit, but you could also be festive while you're fixing shit, or you could use it to decorate your entire house.
So does this or does this not light up?
It does light up, but it's not a light strip. It's light tape.
You see what we're
a light strip doesn't have tape. Duct tape that lights up has tape. And also lights.
Is it set colors or can you change them?
You can buy different kinds. You can buy the white kind. You can buy the multicolored kind.
I'm just loving the idea of like you just leave vertical strips of it for the hanging icicles.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you could do. But just think how much easier it would be, like instead of having to like hang lights on your gutter, just go done. Rip, done.
Alex is in the year 3021. We're back here in 2021.
At the end of Christmas, you just rip that shit down and throw it away because you have a whole roll of duct tape still left.
No, I'm pretty sure
buy a
he's
new
like
one next year.
He's in like the 1990s. Like, oh, what if we had like duct tape, but it also had lights in it? Then in the future, they came up with light strips.
They have the light strips, but you have to have shit to hold them up. Like this is all in one.
But they come with adhesive. On the back of it, you just peel like the tape off and you stick it to the wall.
Yeah, well, now you don't have to even do that, dude. You just roll that bitch out. And think how fun it would be to repair anything with light duct tape. You're just like, oh, you need me to fix this? Watch this. You're like, oh, now it's festive.
Fest tape.
Fest tape. Done.
There we go.
Done. That's like $1 million right there. So many people would buy it, and it doesn't even have to be like the best quality. People would just buy it.
I think it still needs to be pretty good quality.
Yeah, because it'd be outside.
Why
does
it
still has to work?
Why does it need to be good quality if you're taping things? You don't want good quality tape.
Yeah, you do. You want duct tape.
Robert, these are your lights. They need to stay up. It's got to be.
You don't want to look trashy.
Yeah. Okay.
This is classy tape, dude.
When it's dark out at night and it's just emitting light, you're not going to know that it's tape.
You're not going to. That's duct tape. Yeah.
You're right. I'm the crazy one.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. You are the crazy one right now.
You are. You're anti-Thanksgiving and anti-light tape. Fest tape.
Fest tape. Okay, so I'm glad that I felt like 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
You were on board with. At least 2 of us were on board with. So I'm pretty happy with my averages here. And I'm just going to end it on that one with my ideas for the week. But I also did have a question. And if you donate blood and say the person that gets the blood that you donate then murders somebody, aren't you sort of an accomplice?
Not at all.
Because if they needed your blood and your blood allowed them to live longer to commit murder, then you're sort of an accomplice.
No, because it's not like you gave them the blood so that if you gave them the blood so that they were strong enough to commit the crime, like if you gave blood to Voldemort, yes, then you would be an accomplice. But if you just gave blood and they happened to commit a crime afterwards that you were not privy to the planning of, then no, you're not an accomplice.
What if though, like I was injured, like Robert ran over me with his car and I was injured. That's a bad example for this week. I apologize. I'm taking that back.
Hi, Sam.
Say Robert tried to cut me with a saw. Like he cut part of my arm off and I was just losing a lot of blood and I wanted revenge on Robert. So I was in the hospital and I needed blood and Pat donated blood and the blood that Pat donated went to me. And I was like, I got revenge on my mind, motherfucker. And I went and I killed Robert as revenge. Pat's sort of an accomplice because his blood allowed me to live and go carry on the act that I carried.
But did I just give blood and it happened to go to you, or did I give blood to you?
Either way, your blood allowed me to continue going on and carry out that act.
If I directly give the blood to you, it's to help you, like to keep you alive so you can go back and do it. If I just give blood and that blood happens to go to you, I had no prior knowledge that my blood was going to be coursing through your veins as you did your revenge plot.
I just feel like this is going to be a thing someday that somebody's going to try and play that argument. Like, well, if they hadn't gotten a blood transfusion from so-and-so, then this wouldn't ever happen. You'd be like,
Officer, I didn't mean to kill him, but I just got a blood transfusion. And
what if you said it was bad blood?
Obviously, that person was evil because I would have never done anything like
this. That's the next argument you would have. Like, it was obviously an evil person's blood. Well, he doesn't have a criminal record. He didn't do anything. Well, he had evil in his heart. And you know what else goes through your heart? It's blood. So it's an evil blood right there.
Being a judge in the future is going to suck.
Yeah. I mean, it already probably sucks, but it's definitely going to suck the weirder arguments get. Dolphinitely. So I don't think that you're really responsible, but it's kind of like you get like a point. Like if you're getting a teardrop, you get like the very top of the teardrop. Not even half a teardrop, but just like the upside down triangle
they give you
where
a
it like forms. Yeah, it's basically just a freckle. You get a beauty mark, like a Marilyn Monroe.
I'd look hot.
I think I would look hot too with a Marilyn Monroe. I think we'd all look hot with a Marilyn Monroe, right?
Especially Robert.
Yeah, Robert, you too, dude. You look so hot. You had a Marilyn Monroe. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you guys what's back in the news. We got a little, we're not in this segment. We have a wrinkle we're going to throw at you, but not here in this segment just yet. But the Comeback Kid segment is brought to you this week by the Pass the Gravy merch store. We got all kinds of things going on in the Pass the Gravy merch store. If you want a Christmas sweater, PassGraveMerch.com is the place to go for it. We have the Dallas killed JFK. It is the 58th. We just passed the 58th anniversary. Dallas killed JFK. People don't forget. I'm wearing that sweater right now. Pat has the Box Hunter one that you can get right there. The good news, I saw a dog today, darling like a marlin. Shout out to Jay Welch. Jay Welch got a darling like a marlin Christmas sweater this week, and just tagged us on Twitter. If you get anything, go tag us on Twitter, Instagram. Let us know. It's for supporting the pod. We appreciate you guys. We want to give you guys shout outs, and it's cool to see all wearing this stuff. We have the trucker hats, we have the regular dad caps, and then what is this, Rob? We got right now, if you go to and use code Gravy Season, that's GRAVYSZN, all one word, you get 20% off your order. Does that apply for anything in the store right now?
Anything in the store.
Anything in the store. Promo code Gravy Season, GRAVYSZN, all one word. That's 20% off. All right, guys. Like, oh, Christmas sweaters, they're kind of expensive. You get 20% off. What else do you want from us, guys? Code Gravy Season, GRAVYSZN, passthegravymerch.com. Get your Christmas sweater. Get your Gravy Gang shirt. Get your Gravy Gang hoodie. Get you the new cropped PTG hoodie for all the ladies or the fellas, whoever wants them, gets them. Get the dad hat, the trucker hat, the beanies. We have the white logo on the black beanie, and then we have the murdered out black on black beanie. We got all kinds of stuff in the Pass the Gravy merch store. Passthegravymerch.com, promo code Gravy Season, GRAVYSZN, for 20% off at checkout. And when does that go till, Robert?
Till next Monday.
Till next Monday. So you got almost a full week of it right now if you're listening the day that this comes out. So Gravy Season, promo code PTG, or promo code Gravy Season at passthegravymerch.com. You get 20% off your order right now. The Pass the Gravy merch store, sponsor of this week's Comeback Kid of the Week segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the Week. The Comeback Kid of the Week. Bitch. All right. Our first Comeback Kid of the Week is soup. It's soup season, guys. I had some wonton soup last night, and I had some broccoli cheddar soup on Friday. I'm on 2 soups already this week, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. It's getting chilly enough to be like, I might get a soup. And you get it. It's great. Have yet to fill up a jug with it, but soup season, it's back. It doesn't feel weird to get soup. Like, you go to Panera Bread, I always get the soup no matter what time of year it is. But like, I always feel weird when it's like hot outside and you're getting soup. It feels like it doesn't belong. So when it's just chilly enough to where you're like, it's soup season, that's back.
My dad made, after Thanksgiving, he had made the turkeys. My sister made the ham, stripped the ham bone afterwards too, and made like a ham bean soup. Oh, so good. Another great reason for leftovers right there. You make more things out of it.
Team leftovers.
So good. I'm all about the soup.
Yeah, soup is back. Robert, what's your favorite soup? Go.
I'm not much of a soup guy.
I like hot water.
Yeah, just if you give me warm water, like tea, but not for tea. Just for me to drink.
Just put a bouillon cube inside of hot water.
Some tofu.
Who doesn't like soup?
It's like the easiest thing to eat ever.
Bro, you don't like miso soup when you go out and get sushi? Don't like sushi either.
He doesn't like sushi.
I don't like seafood.
What about like broccoli cheese soup?
That's fine, but I would
chicken
rather
noodle
not.
Soup.
Yeah, my favorite would be chicken noodle soup. Sure.
Okay.
What about tomato? You seem like you would strangely be a tomato soup
he
guy.
would hate tomato soup.
No.
I know. I figured he would too, but it also just seems like it's the blandest of the soups, and maybe Robert would make that one's actually underrated.
I like bland.
A nice tomato bisque. Oh, don't even get me started on bisques.
What
about chowder? Clam chowder, does that count under soups?
What about chili? Menudo.
I don't really like that either.
Yeah, good. I don't like menudo.
Egg drop soup, underrated at Chinese restaurants.
Although wonton is better, so I get that. Like, that's why people don't get egg drop.
I think I'm keeping because my thing is when I get wonton soup, I want way more wontons than they're going to give me, so I get egg drop.
They give you like 2 per. That's what the Chinese place that I get food from. That's their quota. You get
6
2
wontons.
no matter what. Yeah, I want mostly wontons.
Yeah, I want an entree of wontons and just give me some broth. But also, chicken tortilla soup, fucking great.
Yeah, dude. There's lots of soups that are good.
Robert, you need to open up. You need to expand your soup
dude.
horizons.
I want you to try a soup a week.
Super
and review
weak.
the soups. Robert's soup reviews. Because it's soup season. And then we'll get sponsored by Campbell's maybe. but you have to do the work.
You got to buy the soup. You got to eat the soup.
But that's the thing. Soup's not expensive.
You can buy 46 soups for just under 18 cents.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll pay for your soups if you'll try a soup a week.
I don't think I can do this.
I think you can. It's the easiest thing ever.
It's too much.
You have a pot.
It's too
you just
hard.
pour soup in it and you turn it on.
What about pho? Does that count as soup?
Is that soup?
I don't think. I mean, it's got a lot of shit in it, but it's brothy.
So does soup. Soup has a bunch of shit in it. That's the whole point. That's the beauty of soup. Like literally anything can be a soup. You can make like hot dog soup if you just threw like a hot dog in it and let it marinate. And you're like, all right, it's hot dog soup. Chop it up a bunch. Chop up a bunch of pieces of hot dog. And you're just like, it's hot dog water, hot dog soup. It's like, sounds gross, but like, yep, you could probably serve it at like a weird food truck.
It does sound gross because when you said hot dog soup, I was like, that just sounds like something a guy would say when he's like, dude, my balls are sweating so bad right now. It's like
just hot dog soup, bro. Bro, I was having a brogurt on my way down here, and my balls are just hot dog souping right now.
I'm just swimming in hot dog soup and brogurt right now.
Don't count out brogurt just yet, guys. But yeah, soup season. It's back, okay? And Robert hates soups. I think though, just get one of the like 10-cent like Campbell soup. But like, it'd be funny to watch Robert like review SpaghettiOs one week.
Nope.
Like, yeah, just the one like nope, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all.
That would actually, I wish Vine was still alive because Robert reviews would be the greatest things ever. It's just him
TikTok
taking
make a Pass Gary TikTok, and that's all it is. You just review soups.
It's either, and all it is every time he either says yep or nope, and then it ends immediately every fucking time.
I think we found our TikTok niche. And then anybody that finds they'll think we're like a podcast that just talks about soups, and it's not at all what that is.
Like my one word reviews.
Yes,
yep.
It's like
nope. Called Robert Reviews.
Pass. So Robert, you're in charge of that now. You got so many responsibilities this week. I feel like I feel bad, but also we could go viral.
June's Giving and this review show.
What?
I've got June's Giving in this review show.
Oh, I thought you said Jews Giving. I was like, where did that come from?
Robert,
you threw me off.
Turn and heel.
Don't worry, Robert. But for all the extra work, we're gonna pay you in soup, so you're gonna come out on top.
Yeah, you'll have so much soup, dude. And really, like a lot of like football players get their payments in Bitcoin. It'd be funny if somebody just was like, I actually want the remainder of my contract paid out in soups.
It's good for 47 years if it doesn't leave the can.
Yeah, like you don't need to buy food ever because you get soups for the rest of your life. You can't put a price on that.
I'm picturing Robert like a bunker just hoarding soup. Like, just you wait. The economy's going to crash. And you're all going to be coming to old Robert here.
You're homeless. You could build a house out of soup cans.
Oh, definitely.
It's everything you need.
I mean,
you don't need to buy cups. You just need to reuse the soup cans.
Yeah, make sure the ones that you know you don't like, those are going to be the load-bearing cans.
Mm-hmm. This is a great idea, Robert. I think we're gonna see a lot of people following us on our TikTok soon. Past the Gravy Pod. And people are like, there's nothing about gravy in it at all. You're like, doesn't matter. Robert's one word reviews.
This is the best idea that we've ever had. That will never happen. God damn it.
But if it did, I think a lot can go with that. Also, soup related, that's back. It's gravy because it is gravy week, like we said earlier. It's gravy season. Thanksgiving week, obviously gravy week, so treat it like it's a birthday for us. Gravy's back, and if you want to show us you with a ladle of gravy on Thanksgiving at Past Gravy Pod, we'll retweet everybody. We like doing that on Thanksgiving. So if you got your gravy ladle ready to go, maybe even you just got the gravy boat, just like Pass the Gravy, bitches, and we'll retweet it.
Do you guys prefer a thicker gravy or more liquidy?
I don't really care.
I don't want it really thick. It needs to flow. So I would probably say a thinner gravy is what my go-to is.
If I had to pick that would probably be what I would go with as well. But like, I don't really give a shit.
Like, I don't want
the gravy all over everything.
Oh, even if I'm going to take it. But like when I pour the gravy, I want it to just kind of run over it. I don't want it to like you pour the gravy on top of it and it kind of just like holds on top of the meat. which is still good. But a nice turkey gravy, I want that bitch to just flow and just kind of cover everything. Get that on the mashed potatoes too. Oh, so good.
Want that bitch to flow too.
I think I'm more of a thicker gravy. I had gravy the other day that was like very watery. Like now,
You don't want
like
it watery.
But it's gotta flow. When you
it.
pour it on those potatoes, you gotta get that bad boy. It's gotta find the crevasses.
Robert basically wants Brogurt right on top of his turkey.
He wants Brogurt. You get it. Also, comeback kid this week is turkey. Like a lot of these are just Thanksgiving related because turkey's back. And if anybody wants to put any slander on turkey, like come at us because
I'll fight you.
I'll die on that hill.
I'll fight you.
Turkey is king on Thanksgiving. And if any of you ham sayers are out there, no, don't. Ham is delicious, but turkey's day is Thanksgiving. Okay. Also, comeback kid, our buddy Darren Hemel actually typed this one up. He said elastic waistbands because you're gonna
clutch
elastic waistbands / like unbuttoning your pants, just unbuttoning a button.
Oh, when you lean back and just with one thumb, you use that one thumb and just pop that out there. You go, maybe even unzip a little bit too afterwards.
That's great. That's a great feeling.
So good.
So yeah, sweatpants, elastic waistbands, and just unbuttoning buttons. That's back this week. So are balloons / your favorite childhood cartoons because the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You get to be like, oh, dude, SpongeBob.
Big ass.
That's what's up. Like as you're waiting for football to start, you're like, oh, and Woodstock. Cool.
Oh,
There's
shit.
that guy.
I'm going to throw this one in there too. Charlie Brown comeback kid, man. The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. So
That's
good.
Who. Yeah. So Charlie Brown also in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They always have them. I didn't realize they had to do I didn't think about you had to do like a practice run or anything, but they were doing it like where the Mets play at Citi Field. And they showed like video of that a couple weeks ago. I was like, I guess it does make sense. You don't just show up and be like, yeah, walk down this street and then turn down this street. You guys will figure it out. It's like band practice where we just assumed that all the bands in high school like showed up and just knew where to stand in the field. And it's like, no, they practice all week long. You're like, oh, that's what they've been doing. They obviously had to practice carrying balloons.
That's what they do during the band period.
Yeah, makes no sense, but I get it.
I thought they were just sticking flutes in people's pussies.
That's what American Pie taught me. But yeah,
no, that's camp. That's camp. It's a camp.
Band camp. You're right.
Yeah. Not during school. They're respectful during school.
Yeah, they're respectful. They're not allowed to do that stuff at school. But yeah, you always get to see like, and this is also like a test of like, how old am I getting? Because there's always some new floats of like, oh, it's Cucamonga, the dancing jelly bean. That's from this TV show that kids watch. And you're like, I don't know what this is. And then if you like see like
parade in like 10 years.
Oh, see, like I would like mine, like growing up, it would always be like my grandma would have it on and you're like waiting for football to start. So like you're just hanging out down there because like I'm gonna disappear the second football's on. And so you hang out, you kind of make some chit chat, watch the parade, and then football starts and you're out. And so like I'll watch it in the beginning because it starts before football, but I'm out.
I mean, it'll be on, but I'm not watching it. Actually,
that's the beauty of it.
I might have it on one of the TVs.
You don't have to do anything. You don't really have to watch the parade. You're just like, oh, hey, who's that? Like sometimes you see like, oh, and Shaggy. This is Shaggy performing, and it's just like some random person from like middle school that you used to like listen to. That you're like, oh, that guy's back. Cool. JC Chazé from NSYNC.
Like it's like
people like that, and you're like, oh, what? That's what's up. They're like, yeah, they're doing a Vegas residency in the new year. Like, oh, tight, like Kid Rock. Okay, all right.
He's followed by just literally, it's a giant balloon of a trailer.
That is the balloon. Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with trailers, but like we all know, Kid Rock is. Even though he grew up like rich in Michigan. He really branded himself away from his upbringing.
Well, he knew who his audience was.
That's true.
I remember going to see Kid Rock at the rodeo, and like, so you know, like there's like rodeo. If you're not in Houston, there's like rodeo shuttle buses, so you can park at like a central location, and then like the bus will shuttle everybody there, so you don't have to fight traffic and pay for all that shit. And I remember I went with my friend Allison, and we were like on the bus there, and that was the most like wild bus ride I've ever been on, because it was all Kid Rock people. And I remember like the like 4-year-old maybe that was in the seat behind us, like was just rapping all the Kid Rock stuff, like curse words and everything. And I was like, this kid knows every Kid Rock lyric ever. And it was awesome. And I was just like, this is so cool. And everybody that was there looked like they were a Kid Rock fan. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were dressed like they were a Kid Rock fan. And then when we went and watched, like Kid Rock showed up and he had like a gold like thing of chaps, and he ripped the chaps off. And then like he had like 4 outfit changes he did. It was wild. It was wild.
No shirt and a white mink coat.
Yep.
And a fedora.
There's always some sort of fur, and he had some crazy looking hat he has, like a feather on it. But it was a trip. So if you ever get a chance to go see Kid Rock, I recommend doing it, because maybe not the performance is going to be the most exciting thing, but just it's an experience. I should call it the Kid Rock experience is really what it is.
It's the atmosphere that you're paying for.
Yeah. NASCAR and Kid Rock, I would imagine, be very similar experiences.
Man, you put a Kid Rock concert in the midfield of a NASCAR event.
Buddy, I think the world might just implode at that point.
Like you wave the flag and immediately, like that second you hear
Toby Keith and Kid Rock on the same bill at like a NASCAR thing, the world would just explode.
Now I just want to listen to Kid Rock and jam the fuck out right now, because he does have some undeniable bangers.
Yeah,
that just get you jacked up.
Like Bawitaba.
Bawitaba.
Rod Ryan always tells me about like when that came out that like DJs didn't get like a pronunciation to it, and he was like, you would always hear people with different pronunciation. And here's Kid Rock's new single, Bawatabada. It's like what? And it was like until it was like on MTV, and it was like, oh, it's Bawitaba. Okay, but Baywidaba by Kid Rock.
That sounds like that's what it'll be. Let's run with that.
And then like, no, it's Bawitaba to bang to dang diggy. And you're, oh, okay.
I want a Kid Rock Christmas sweater now.
I want a Kid Rock Christmas tree. That's what I really want.
It's just meth and half drinking beers all over the tree.
Cut off jean shorts.
Tiny little fur coats all over.
Just like, yeah, like the scarves, the like fur scarves that you have around it. You don't have tinsel, you just put fur like minks.
That'd be good. That'd be so good. And then just red fedoras.
Red fedoras. It's perfect.
There are plenty of Kid Rock Christmas sweaters out there. I just Googled it.
Maybe that'll be our idea for next year.
That would be good. Or at least just put them in the trim up here. One of them that's nothing to do with the rest of the sweater. It's just Kid Rock's face.
Oh, you know how like people do like Santa paws? Let's make one. So Robert, write this down too. This is Santa Baws, and it's just instead of Baw, it's a Baw. It's Santa Baws, and it's just Kid Rock looking like Santa.
I want to have like a trashy Christmas sweater next year.
Whoa. We have classy, ugly Christmas sweaters at Pass Great Merch.
No, but I mean, like, I want it like where the whole trim of it,
trash. Like it's all trash.
It's Kid Rock's face around the trim, and then it's like me face down, laying outside of a trailer with a beer bottle in my hand. It's like Trash Can Christmas or something. I don't know.
Trashmas.
Merry Trashmas.
And it's a raccoon hanging out on that.
That would be better, raccoon, but then subliminally, it's Kid Rock's face around the outside. He's trash.
It's like one of those things where, like, you know, those stickers where it's like, if I look at it from this way, it's like the tiger's roaring, and then if I look at it from the other way, the tiger's not roaring. Like, it's like that, but it's the shirt. Robert, figure out how to do that.
Okay.
He's just like, I imagine like he like makes a call to the shirt place. He's like, do y'all have shirts that
Kid Rock and raccoons?
They look like one. Sir, are you high? No,
I work with idiots.
This is a real serious phone call. But like, so like on one, when you look at it one way, Kid Rock's there. When you look at it the other way, there's a raccoon and trash. Like,
Mary
no, we
Trashmas.
don't have any sweaters like that.
Mary Trashmas, and it's a raccoon holding a microphone dressed like Kid Rock, not Chris Rock.
No
Like
one's
Kid
gonna
Rock.
get that. No, there's another idea. It's half Chris Rock, half Kid Rock. It'll say Thanksgiving rocks.
Oh my god, we were so
right?
close to a credit. I just want like a 3-foot tall statue of a raccoon that's dressed like Kid Rock now. That'd be the greatest thing ever at anybody's home. Like, what is this? It's art.
Yeah, you should look it up. If there's any artists out there who would like that drawn for us, please. Kid Rock as a raccoon.
Kid Rack.
Done. We gotta move on.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Also, a comeback kid this week is Naps, because just fucking Thanksgiving, dude. We try and say that this is like an also comeback kid with it is trying to pronounce tryptophan, whatever it is in turkeys that makes you sleepy that then leads to your nap, because you always eat it and then you like wake up and it's like fourth quarter of the Cowboys game. You're like, huh? Oh, I was just laying on the couch. Cool. And it's just nice to have a nap. And it's like, you don't feel like a piece of shit just napping in the middle of the day. It's great.
Oh, I enjoyed mine thoroughly. Ate 2 plates, watched some hockey, some football. All of a sudden, I opened my eyes back up, and the hockey and football game were way later than they previously were. I felt fucking refreshed. I went and got a little snack, some sides.
It's also a wonderful gambling week on the side. I to add to this as well. It's a fantastic gambling week. You have like rivalry games in college football, college basketball is really heating up. NBA is still going. NHL is also going. You got football on Thursday, NFL football on Thursday. Like, we're recording this on a Tuesday. There's Maction. You get like Buffalo and Northern Illinois are playing and shit like that. You guys start to gamble on all hours of the day. They got the college basketball tournaments. So like at 2:00 yesterday, I was putting a bet in. Soccer was going on. I was betting that this morning. It's a great time to be a gambler unless you're losing, and then that's not as great.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
The potential is great. Also, a comeback kid, not Thanksgiving related, is LeBron James being a bitch, because LeBron James, I don't know if you saw, he elbowed and then basically stabbed a guy from the Pistons. And then just like he gets a 1-game suspension, or that guy gets 2. Now, yes, the other guy did try and like murder him afterwards, but that's beside the point, because he got poked in the eye and he was bleeding everywhere.
Hi, Sam.
He's bleeding everywhere.
You gotta, if you want to give LeBron 1 game, you have to give him 5 games. Because he's gonna sit 4 out of 5 games anyway for fucking
it's not
load
fair.
management. It was just complete horseshit. Like, the guy had, now granted, you knew he was gonna get more because he went after like the entire Lakers team 4 times.
He was very upset. He got stabbed in the eye by LeBron
LeBron punched him in the face.
As a former eye injury survivor, actually not once an eye injury survivor, always an eye injury survivor. As an eye injury survivor myself, I understand how that is. All right. Like, it's not fun. I know Mel Hyde, I was heard not cool a couple of weeks ago on the podcast. Like, hi, Sam. Like, yeah, dude, having an eye injury is one of the worst things ever. And then realizing that LeBron just caused your eye injury, where you're like, if I did this to LeBron, I would be out of the league in a second. Like, you're done. You're out of the league. You have to play in Europe for the rest of your career. Even if you didn't get blackballed by LeBron, which he would only blackball you probably if you went to play in like China or something. But
true.
Like, yeah, because he's got a lot of pull over there. But yeah, LeBron gets a 1-game suspension. Like, oh, but LeBron said he was sorry. Yeah, after you stabbed a guy in the eye, OJ tried to say he was sorry, and nobody took that at face value, did they? It's LeBron James, OJ Simpson, basically the same guy, is what I'm trying to say.
Basically the same guy. They're the same guy in that they are garbage human beings. Oh, hey. I forgot to change my alarm today because we're recording on a different day.
Yeah.
How about
Well,
that?
How about that? At least you have it set.
Yeah, I'm great at that. It's just, I mean, what else is there to say about it? He's a fucking asshole.
Just
He
reverse
has
those roles.
no
And
repercussions.
if LeBron got hit in the eye, oh my God, he would have laid on the floor for an hour and a half, crying, and then there would have been police that were like, arrest this man that did that. Like, it would have been like, you would have like, I think it was on the anniversary of the JFK assassination. Dallas killed JFK. Don't forget. You can get the shirt, you can get the sweater and the shirt, PatrickGameMerch.com. But it was, I believe it was on the anniversary, 58th anniversary of the JFK assassination. You would have thought that the JFK assassination happened again.
If he got hit hard enough,
hit in the eye.
If he got hit as hard as he hit the other guy to where LeBron's eye got gashed open like that, it would have been like he would have hit the ground. First of all, he would have jumped backwards 16 feet into the scorer's table. Then he would have hit the ground.
No, he would be he'd be in the stands, dude.
Well, no, because he has to stay on the court because it's easier for cameras to see him there than in the stands, and it's all about him. So once he hit the ground after that, he would have rolled across the court,
closer to those cameras,
and then back across the court.
Just,
flailing every limb as much as possible to try and kick and hit other fucking people. Then when he did come back the next game, he'd have a full mask on.
No, he'd have an eye patch. He would have an eye patch.
I was going to say, I don't know if you can make a cast for your eyebrow, but he would have a cast on it. And then he'd have that Rip Hamilton, like psycho mask over the top of it where it's just clear and you look like a fucking murderer's just wet dream, just a murderer's wet dream is what I guess what that mask looks like. You look fucking crazy.
He would have
been the biggest production of all time.
He would have that mask, and they would have like a red. He would have like a red thing over the eye that made him look like Terminator because he wanted to look cool still. And like he has to have eye protection. But like he would be doing after the game when he was answering questions about it, like he would have an eye patch on. Like I swear, I promise you, he would have like a pirate eye patch on. And like, I mean, I'm probably gonna go blind. I might be blind. I'm practically blind in this eye.
I'm never gonna be back at 100% after this.
Never gonna be able to see this eye again.
Like LeBron, no, you got hit in the other eye. He'd be like, you just
slides it over.
You just you give the same China response. He'd be like, you don't understand what's going on. You're not read up on it.
You're not educated. Please educate yourself. Also, go watch Space Jam 2. It's not terrible.
Fucking hate that guy so much.
But yeah, sucks. LeBron being a little bitch is back. And I mean, yeah, okay, sort of we understand why the other guy got suspended. He tried to kill him, but like
it was warranted.
But let's just say, like, if it had happened, if LeBron was the other guy and this was reversed, the other guy gets a full season suspension, and LeBron, you would have thought got murdered.
He would have made the NBA donate $50 million to eye injury survivors.
Which actually, I mean, whenever we do get to start a charity, since like tasers for toddlers got shot down, which I still don't understand. We have to arm our children at some
bastards.
Point. Like, people are snatching up children at all times. If we had to teach toddlers how to use tasers, I think that there'd be a lot less missing kids. That's just that's just me telling you facts right now.
It's a fact.
But when we do have a foundation or some sort of charity, like I'm just gonna find whatever an eye charity is. Just you guys know, as somebody that's been plagued by an eye injury once, I have sympathy for everyone else with eye injuries, and we're an eye injury survivor charity is what we're gonna start.
You got to support what hits close to home.
Mm-hmm. We'll call it I See What I See. Or something like that. I don't know. Also a comeback kid is Jason Garrett getting fired because thank the fucking Lord, Jason Garrett is no longer the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. I haven't cracked a beer yet, but I'm going to crack a beer and celebration.
Who could have seen that going
because, oh my God, 26 weeks as the Giants offensive coordinator, 26 weeks too long as the Giants offensive coordinator. My God, the Monday night game, just there was like I'm sure a lot if you're big football fans, like you probably follow the people that showed like the film and stuff, but they were like 4 plays where I kid you not, like 3 receivers are within 5 feet of each other, and it's like, how is the quarterback supposed to throw to one of these guys that are running into each other when this is a design play? It's terrible play calling. Yes, there are some plays that Daniel Jones could have done better on, but he's still my king, and I will defend him until I die. So we don't blame it on him. Now I guess Daniel could be the person to blame it on after this because Jason Garrett didn't allow him to succeed. He didn't put him in a place to succeed, and now it is going to be on Daniel to succeed.
I mean, just think about what's happened with Dak since he's been gone. Yeah, we didn't see a lot of it last year because he got injured, but Dak was actually throwing up crazy numbers.
Or whack?
Well, he was throwing up crazy numbers, and then he's been better this year with his accuracy and everything. When Jason Garrett isn't around to just poison the development of your quarterback, you can see them actually get a little bit better. I've given Dak credit this year. He's gotten better. He's still whack. He's whack Prescott. All credit goes to Alex on that one. I preferred whack Prescott. That one made me laugh.
But then he got sacked, so it made sense.
But that was good too. I mean, you saw how shitty he was in division for years, and somehow the Maras still decided that they wanted to hire him as their guy. I don't fucking get it. He's out of there now. Props for you, Alex.
Thank God, dude. Thank fucking God. Like, and again, like I don't like to root for somebody to be fired, but like, hey, our team
I will 100% root for people to be fired.
Can't be any worse.
Our team can't be any worse
than they were with him.
Robert, don't laugh at that. Don't act like you've never worked with somebody who's awful at their job and you're just like, why are they still here?
And not us.
Honestly, I don't think that I can say that.
Really? So you've been lucky that you've never worked with incompetent people. Fucking good for you. I can't say the same.
What Astro did you hate the most? Didn't you want him to lose his job?
Until the second half of the year, Brooks Raley. He played really good in the second half, but man, was he bad for a while there.
It was really hard for me to tell the difference between Brooks Raley and Blake Taylor.
Yep. I just see the name Raley on the screen. I go, God damn it. Well, I'll bet, and we'll get to this later and not cool, but I bet you wish Scooter Gennett would lose whatever job he currently holds.
Does he have a job?
Probably not, but we'll get to that in a bit. And this is the final comeback kid. I added this one on because it happened during around the time this podcast started. Meaningless coach contracts. So it was rumored that James Franklin of Penn State was either going to go to USC or LSU. They just signed him to a 10-year contract. So which, as you know, it means he's staying for at least one more day. Because as we know with college coaching contracts, it means absolutely nothing. And if he wanted to, he could still take one of those jobs tomorrow with no repercussions to him, even though he signed a 10-year contract. I hope he still takes one of those jobs this year.
I think he goes to USC.
Well, I mean, they're going to hire a new coach, so it's going to be at least a couple years that he's there, unless like Texas opens up next year. Maybe he takes that job if Steve Sarkisian keeps sucking. Which, by the way, I saw this stat the other day. From like 1926 to 2009, Texas had 4 losing seasons. Since 2010, they've had 5. That's great. Fucking crazy. But yeah, this contract, it means nothing. James Franklin is not going to, I'd be shocked if he stays at Penn State long term, which I think he should. It's a great school to coach at. You can be a legend for years there.
Well, then they cover up stuff for you too.
Well, just don't be a piece of shit and don't cover up things.
Well, they won't find out until like years later.
It's pretty simple. Just don't be a piece of shit. But yeah, eventually he's going to leave. I just hope he signed this contract and then like sent word to LSU, like, you see what I just signed? That's what I'm looking for. Up the money and I'll sign your contract tomorrow, because there's no repercussions for college coaches.
Because they all have buyouts where like the other school that buys it out will either do it themselves or they have like a booster, which is the weirdest thing ever. Like I wish I had a bunch of money and like it'd be really funny to be like a top booster at Sam Houston State. Like
if I could do that for Texas State, if I could be T. Boone Pickens for Texas State.
Yeah, where there's just like guys that are like billionaires and like, you know what? I don't like Steve Sarkisian. Like, well, if we fire him, we have to pay him $12 million. And like, fuck it, I have $12 million. Here's a check. And they just give $12 million to get rid of a coach that they don't like because they're a booster guy that watches a lot of football and really cares. Like, that would be sick to be like a Sam Houston guy. Where I'm like, I also want really cool seats, but also like, let's fix the stadium.
Yeah, like first, I mean, Texas State Stadium's really dope.
I want new
top tier
unis.
program. We need it to be bigger, and I could pay for that. But then also, where I could just be like, you know what? I want James Franklin and San Marcos. James Franklin, here's $20 million a year.
Urban Meyer, what's he doing after the Jags fire him? Bring him down.
I wouldn't want to bring Urban Meyer to Texas State.
I wouldn't either. I mean, and Sam Houston has Casey Keeler, so we're good. We're good. He's going to be a 2-time national champ coach after, or 3-time national champ coach after this year.
Urban Meyer is going to win you a lot of games. He's also going to leave you with a lot of suspensions afterwards.
That's true. Yeah, it'll put you in.
You lost.
Up and coming program. Sam doesn't need that.
All these accusations come flying. He leaves for health concerns, and then the next year, suddenly you have 36 less scholarships.
Yep.
Wonder why that keeps happening.
Maybe not Urban Meyer. Very happy with Casey Keeler at Sam Houston State. But yeah, boosters are weird, and they can just buy out anything like that, which is like cool because I guess if that's your money and you want to spend it that way, but it's like you go home and like tell your wife you just dropped a check for $12 million, and she's like, on what? And you're like, I just bought out a coach's contract. What? Like, wait, you're gonna just pay this guy to not coach? Yep. But now we're getting this new guy that we haven't got yet, but like we're gonna get him and it's gonna be cool.
I don't think any of these guys really have to explain any of their purchases to their wives.
Yeah. Like, honey, how about you in your Cadillac?
That much money, they get mad. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, you haven't worked in 36 years. Was this a problem?
But yeah, boosters though. That's wild shit. That's wild.
God,
shit.
I would love to be a booster. Craziest life in the world. Craziest life in the world. Yeah.
So that was our comeback kids segment.
If I had that kind of money, I'd never be a booster. You just never see me again.
Yeah.
Except, when we're recording these.
When we're doing the podcast. But like you're like on a yacht.
Yeah.
Somewhere doing that.
Still doing it off of my iPad though.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. You would not buy a computer or anything that would help the broadcast quality.
It'd be a rent. Not even a rented yacht.
And no like light in the background or anything like that.
It's fucked up, but it's true.
You would just be buying other stupid shit.
I'd buy the Houston Gamblers. Oh yeah, come back, kid. The Houston Gamblers.
USFL. Yeah, they're back.
How did you get that one?
Obviously we're diehard Houston Gambler fans. I'm torn since I'm also part owner of the Roughnecks, but like I can root for both. I can root for both.
We need to get Jim Kelly back in town.
So the USFL is coming in this coming spring. It'll be like XFL type where it is like amateur football, but still it's football. So obviously we're gonna watch it. And it just sucks that like I thought that meant that we would get to go to Houston Gamblers games. I think they're all playing all their games in like Birmingham, Alabama. So
wait, what?
Yeah. So like, well, I guess exciting.
It's just probably better in the inaugural season that they're going to do that to try and
cut down money,
so that they can make it
travel
to
and
season 2.
Shit. But it's like I think where the team in Birmingham is, that's going to be where they play all the games. Kind of stupid, but whatever. Like it's football. I'll watch it. I'll gamble on it. I don't care.
I mean, they should have done it in Houston.
It's just weird that like you have like the Houston Gamblers that don't play a game in Houston. Just call them the Gamblers.
No, they're the Houston Gamblers because you want to sell that merch.
Yeah, and they will. And I'm gonna buy some, but like,
and
shout out to me for already having a Houston Gamblers shirt. So
like, they're gonna have some sort of deal with like a sports book too. Like they have to. We need to get gambling legalized in Houston so that you can gamble on the Houston Gamblers.
It would make it's kind of weird that they're called the Gamblers if we can't gamble on them.
And just great color scheme, great logo. Definitely gonna cop some merch.
Yeah, USFL also comeback kid.
Yeah.
So on that note, that's our comeback kid segment. Let's move along to the PTG picks. Now we are recording this early because it is Thanksgiving week, but we're going to put out our picks later in the week. So just to recap last week, I went 1-2. Pat went 2-1 on the year. I'm 20-13. Pat's 17-15 and 1. Pat's coming along strong, and I am fading hard. I thought I figured out the league, and it's like that's the problem. When you think you figured it out, it all goes to shit from there.
I mean, clearly, we both thought Packers easy last week, and nope.
Yeah, I mean, there's just weeks where it's just like the NFL is just like gonna fuck you over on that, and the NFL did that this week and the last week for me. So I can only Hope to do better. I can only hope to do better.
If I keep going 2-1, I'll be happy with that. I should just start
that's
throwing
what I
more
need to get
money
back
on
to.
these bets and less money across the board everywhere else. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, I do that and I'll lose money on the day where I'm like, but I want to bet 6 games.
Yeah, but there's a game here.
I want to bet more,
it.
but there's a game. I'm looking at this. But then Sunday, I didn't bet anything on Sunday night. Like, what am I going to do Sunday night? Well, Alex, you could just sit back with the winnings that you made all day on Sunday. No, I'm going to bet more on this Sunday night game. So I have so then when my girlfriend's like, well, we should watch this. I'm like, well, no, Sunday night football's on.
Yeah, if I could have gone back and told 3 o'clock Pat that, I would not have had to reload.
Right. And I'm too far gone, and I got to keep betting to get out of this hole.
It was a bad Sunday.
It's slipperier and slipperier. So yeah, on the season 20, and I'm 20-13, Pat's 17, 15-1. We'll post our picks later in the week. But what we're gonna do now, throw a little curveball at you. It is Thanksgiving week. And honestly, I did see a mock draft from Mel Kiper. I saw Mel Kiper on my TV last week. He was kind of talking about like Kenny Pickett, the Pittsburgh quarterback, maybe being the number 1 overall quarterback to go. Then like it looks like it's gonna be a weak quarterback class. Nobody cares. We're not really breaking down mock drafts, but that got me thinking Thanksgiving week. I feel like we should do a mock draft of Thanksgiving food that does not include turkey. And I also feel like that means ham can't be counted.
Yeah, no entrees.
Well.
This is all the other stuff. Everything else.
Of Thanksgiving sides. Is it a mock draft of Thanksgiving sides?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving non-entrees.
Yeah, not included Thanksgiving non-meats that we can think of.
Yes.
Not
okay.
Just non-entrees.
Right. All right. So Robert, since I feel like you're gonna hate everything, you can go first. Pat, you can go second, and I'll go third. And then it's a snake draft, unless anybody wants to go back to back.
Snake draft works for me.
Snake draft works for me.
All right, Robert, what do you have as 1-1 of the mock draft of Thanksgiving, not including turkey and stuff?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Okay.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good, solid one, hard to beat. I'm going to take gravy. You got to have the gravy, man.
It does make the mashed potatoes better, I would say.
Also, can we just agree? Dressing, stuffing, same thing for the purposes of this, right? We're not going to take one.
Yes.
One person can take. Okay.
Robert, you went mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Okay, so I go back to back. I'm gonna go green bean casserole.
Good call.
And then I'm also gonna go mac and cheese because I think mac and cheese, some people say it's not the most like traditional thing, but it's like I always have that at my Thanksgiving. And like anytime you have mac and cheese at anything, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's mac and cheese. It's always good.
Like if you had ice cream and mac and cheese, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll have some.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese goes with anything, especially Thanksgiving. Pat, back to you.
I am going to take meat stuffing.
Meat stuffing?
I think that just counts as stuffing.
No, there's many different kinds of stuffing.
I think it's just stuffing.
Yeah, you get stuffing.
Okay, you're gonna give me fine. I will take every kind of stuffing there is. Then cornbread stuffing, cornbread jalapeno stuffing, meat stuffing. I get all that on one pick. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
No, you just get stuffing. It just says stuffing. It doesn't say cornbred stuffing. It doesn't say
but that's what I'm saying.
Stuffing.
I get every kind of stuffing that you just gave to me. I will take that. That was very dumb on your part.
This would have been just like a whole stuffing thing.
Yeah, we could have done a stuffing draft. We're not doing that. So you get stuffing / dressing.
Okay.
Fair. Robert, you got 2 here.
All right. I'm going to go with the bread rolls.
Fuck.
And cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce, even though you're not a huge fan of cranberry sauce.
I'm jacked up that this made it this long. Pecan pie.
Fucking pecan pie. Yeah, that counts.
I almost took it last round. Wasn't sure it was going to make it to this one.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Shit. I feel like y'all just took like all of mine. I was just going to say pie, too.
You can't take all pie.
I thought you could. Like, I was just gonna give you pie. I think
I
that's
mean-
fair because we could have had a pie draft.
I mean, how many pies do you really like? How many different pies are there at Thanksgiving though?
There's
You
pumpkin
usually
pie.
have like pecan, pumpkin. Maybe you'll see an apple make an appearance. There's not a lot of pies at Thanksgiving.
I think I'd be willing to say that the pies can be their own thing.
So
Unlike
we go
stuffing.
pecan pie.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Robert just said he wants to give me every pie.
You
Right?
You got.
No,
got
that's not what
pecan
I said. I think
Oh,
that each individual pie, you can select each individual pie.
oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, I am gonna go with the sandwich you get after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving after sandwich. Does that count?
No, it doesn't count.
No,
That's
because
not-
you're using the turkey. Otherwise,
I got
that's
post-
1-1.
Fuck, you're right. I'm gonna go post Thanksgiving nap.
I'll give you the nap.
I won't give you
Rob,
the nap. No.
You won't
Okay.
give me the nap.
I won't
Okay,
give you the
Robert
nap.
wants to keep it strictly to foods. Okay,
All right,
understandable.
sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes.
Damn.
Sweet potatoes. Then
Don't you have one more here?
no.
Okay. What do I want?
Wait, didn't you already pick 4? Pat?
No.
Me? No, I'm
No,
in the middle.
You get one more after this, Robert.
I will take. I'm actually gonna have to have a little help. Everything else was just off the top of my head on here. Fuck it. I'm gonna take pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. See, this is why I thought we should just give it a pie. All right, Robert. Now you. So pick out of what we got left now, bro.
All right, you said green bean casserole. I'm gonna go with Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
While delicious, like I hear people talk about that being a Thanksgiving food. I think that's just a food some people make on Thanksgiving. I don't think of it as a Thanksgiving food, but I do love a good Brussels sprout.
We'll
so I
give
don't
it to
think it's a
you.
bad
We'll
pick.
give it to you though. All right. So Thanksgiving Day mock draft, not including entrees. Robert has mashed potatoes, rolls, cranberry sauce, and Brussels sprouts. Pat has gravy, stuffing / dressing, pecan pie, and pumpkin pie. Doubled up on the pies there. And then,
I ran out of ideas.
I have green bean. Wait, did I have green bean casserole, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes? What else did I say?
I don't know. What was your first pick?
Green bean casserole.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, and I have that too. Sweet potato. Fuck.
Were you supposed to take 2 there?
Maybe
I think you were
was.
supposed to take 2 there. All right. Well, now see, you fucked yourself. Now you got to choose one at the very end.
Great. Yeah, that's. I'm like the Vikings where I just missed my pick.
You totally fucking did. I keep seeing this on all these lists, and people are writing salad. Get your salad out of here on Thanksgiving. You can have
Yeah,
salad.
I'm not gonna have salad.
Don't try and throw that in there on a Thanksgiving food list. Bunch of
Fuck, dude. I
bastards.
don't know. I don't fucking know. I can't. You should just give me post Thanksgiving nap.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Robert doesn't allow it.
Mm-mm.
You're the one who said foods. I was gonna go broader, but you kept saying sides. So you fucked yourself on this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose on that then. Cornbread.
Let's see.
Fucking, I don't know.
You can take cornbread.
Cornbread.
There you go, cornbread.
Can I just go booze? Booze. I want booze. Thanksgiving
It's
booze
not,
counts.
it's not a side.
It is a side. It's the side of booze.
Cornbread, I'll allow you. I'm not allowing you booze.
Fucking fine. I'm just gonna. I don't fucking know. Cornbread. Yeah, I don't fucking care. I lost. Whatever.
Double up on pies might hurt me, but I still think I got a strong list.
I fucked up for not taking night 2.
12 Thanksgiving sides. It's kind of hard to come up with,
Yeah, right. Like, god damn it.
especially when you give me every stuffing and dressing as one. That's half of the goddamn Thanksgiving food.
Your list would have just been 2 stuffings and 2 pies.
No, it would have been gravy, 2 stuffings, and a pie.
Gravy. Yeah, basically.
Come on, Robert. Don't try and corner my thought process.
All right. Well, I'll put together a graphic of this. It'll be great. What I did was every time I'd write it, because like I've got a bunch of shit on this paper, and every time I wrote it down, as I circled it, I circled green bean and I circled casserole. So I thought I had one more than I did.
Dummy.
So when I looked at it, I was like, I don't have 4. Fuck. So fuck me. That was our Thanksgiving draft, not including entrees. Moving on to our next segment, the What Would Jesus Do segment. It's brought to you this week by littlemshop.com. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. They got awesome t-shirts, keychains, they got mirrors, they got stickers, and they got the best air fresheners on the planet. All of their stuff is all the air fresheners are $2. The keychains are selling like hotcakes. If you're a T Swift fan, then you want to fuck the patriarchy keychain, whether or not you want it to say F star K, the patriarchy, or just straight up fuck the patriarchy. You can get that. You get getaway car. You get all kinds of awesome stuff at littlemshop.com. They have super, super soft t-shirts that say things like always late, don't talk to me, just okay, main character, millennial, pretty smart, tired, and weird. They're like pocket tees, but instead of having a pocket, they just say the word embroidered onto it. Super awesome. And I promise you, you will not find a softer shirt. They have to-do lists where, like, you know, they're the dry erase to-do list that you can check off stuff as you go. When was the last time I did this? We use one of those for checking in on like dog heartworm pills and other stuff like that. You can put the last time you did something, put the date there. You know, like washing sheets and shit like that. We have stuff. They have like dirty and clean for your dishwasher. It'll like, you can flip it to whichever one it is, so you're not unloading dirty dishes and stuff like that. Awesome stuff like that. All of it available at littlemshop.com. Use our promo code PTG69 at checkout, and you're gonna get 10% off your order. Exactly. Yeah, it's fucking nice, dude. PTG69 at checkout. You're gonna get 10% off your order at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram at littlemtweets and at littlemshop. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of our What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right. Our What Would Jesus Do this week comes to us from our good buddy Javier Perez at Silkies_man. And if you have a situation that you'd like to throw Jesus into, where he finds himself in today's times, and he figures out how to handle it, we'll tell you how he'd handle it, since the WWJD bracelets never did. So hit us up at PastGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD. We're going to do this until you guys stop submitting us scenarios. Hashtag PTGWWJD to at PastGrayPod on Twitter. Javier Perez at Silkies_man says, what would Jesus's triple dipper order be at Chili's? Now, you guys know us. We're a very pro Chili's podcast and a super big anti-Applebee's podcast. Probably the biggest anti-Applebee's podcast there is. What would Jesus get for his triple dipper? Because I always have my go-to triple dipper, but I want to know what you guys think Jesus would get for the triple dipper.
Well, he's got to get the sliders, or what are they called?
The big mouth bites, the sliders. Yes, I absolutely agree. It's a travesty if anybody gets a triple dipper and does not get the sliders. The sliders are half a burger, and it's like that's a third of your meal. You get half a burger. You're already stealing at that point. That's the beauty of the triple dipper.
I gotta make sure I get this right for Jesus, because I gotta get the whole thing pulled up in front of me here.
I already know it. I already have it memorized.
I know you do. I don't eat it 6 times a week like you do, even though I probably should.
You should, because it's amazing. Went to Christmas lights with the girlfriend's family this weekend in Grand Prairie, and her brother and I had a real big bonding experience over the triple dipper, where they always go to Chili's after this big run that we go to, where there's like they turn on all the Christmas lights at that time, and I was like, what are you getting, bro? And he was like, I'm probably gonna go triple dipper. Like, oh, you trip dipping it? And he was like, what? He was like, you hop on that trip dip, bro? Everybody likes to trip dip. And then by the end, we were just trip dipping together, just bros, just broing out. I loved it. It was a great bonding experience.
I think he would also take the Southwestern egg rolls.
Southwestern egg rolls, I could see JC going with the Southwest egg rolls. So Big Mouth Bites, Southwest egg rolls, and then I think he'd go the honey chipotle chicken crispers.
I have not had those yet, but you speak very highly of them.
They're great. You get a little honey mustard sauce, dip them in. Chef's kiss.
I'm down with those three. Those three sound good to me.
So Jesus would go Big Mouth Bites, which are the sliders. You get 2 sliders. He would go Southwest egg rolls, and he would go with the honey chipotle chicken crispers and the honey mustard sauce to dip them in, because that is basically just like chicken strips that have honey chipotle sauce on them. So that's a winning meal right there. And Chili's, sponsor us. Come on.
Seriously.
I feel like we talk about Chili's every week, and it's about time that they return the love. So we know what Jesus would get. That's a great question, Javier. Maybe the best WWJD question like we've ever had, ever. So keep them coming. Silkies_man. All right, moving on to our next segment, the Not Cool segment, where something that happens to you throughout the week that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool. It can be a big thing, it can be a little thing. Hit us up at Pod, #PTG not cool. And that's how we'll read a couple of y'all's each week, and we're going to share ours. This was a segment we started just a week event, and I feel like it's really therapeutic for us each week. But it's brought to you this week by Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world. I'm drinking a strawberry bombshell blonde, my favorite Southern Star beverage. Pat, tell us about what you got.
Drinking a Krampuslauf. So right now, it is out of Southern Star's spectacular 12 Days of Krampus pack that you can find out now at your local liquor stores. I got mine at Total Wine and More. From what I hear, that's where a lot of people have been finding it. It's designed. It's 12 beers leading up the 12 days until Christmas. I ain't got that kind of time. Right now, I'm drinking day 11. I'm gonna drink through this pack. I'm gonna get another one for the 12 days leading up to Christmas.
Just get 2. Get 2, so you have 24.
Well, this was the only
2nd.
one there. This was the only Krampus pack there. It's selective, but
yeah.
Oh my god! Right now, 1 for 1. They're 1 for 1. Krampuslauf rye beer. This is fucking delicious. 5.0% alcohol. You know what? Maybe you don't have that time to go searching everywhere. You just want to hit your local grocery store. Bombshell Blonde, always on tap, or not on tap. Bombshell Blonde's always there. Strawberry, always there. Most places you're still going to be able to find the Southern Brunch, in case you want a little hint of citrus in your life. Bam,
little
right
beer
there.
mimosa right there. Bada bang, bada boom.
You can't beat them anywhere. You can't beat them. Nobody's going to beat them. Nobody's going to have
they got
better.
great events going on up at the brewery, like Saturday, December 18th, 1:30 p.m. Pastor Gravy's 8th annual Christmas Spooktacular is going down at the brewery. We got music from Alexander, aka formerly Ian D'Artez of Hold On Hollywood. We got Kyle Tom Chesson playing beforehand. We got a fun-filled day of activities. Like I put, like, we have the Facebook event is up, so go Pastor Gray podcast on Facebook, and you can go RSVP to it. We're gonna have I said it starts at noon, so you can show up early, hang out. We'll probably have some football in the tap room, and then we got Kyle goes on, then we'll go on. We're gonna do the Christmas movie bracket that we do every single year. That should be a lot of fun. We'll wrap it up with some music from Alexander. I am really looking forward to it. We got Santa afterwards and all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be awesome. Grab your Christmas sweaters. Get your Pastor Gravy Christmas sweater at pastorgravymerch.com. Come hanging out with us. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conner. We have the Gravies. I think this will be our 3rd annual Gravies Awards, maybe the 4th annual Gravies Awards, but I'm excited. We have some new awards we're going to give out. We're going to make some nominations in the beginning of next month, and I'm really excited for Saturday, December 18th. Make sure you mark your calendar. Make sure you share it with some friends. Share it on Facebook. Tell everybody you know to come, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Southern Star Brewing Company, the official beer sponsor of Pastor Gravy, and the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool,
man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool.
I'll go.
I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
go first because mine are real quick. One is just like asshole drivers. as I'm leaving on Friday to go up to Fredericksburg for early Thanksgiving, right where I live, Grand Parkway and I-10, it backs up right there sometimes. And we get stuck at the light. There's 2 cars in front of us. We can see the one in front of us is also turning, but the guy who's in the right-hand lane is not turning. So you have to sit there. And right there, that's a long light because there's like 4 different directions of the highway that have to go through. Finally, it turns green. Guess what the guy did? He turned fucking right. He turned right after sitting at the light for like 3.5 minutes. Which, when you're sitting there doing
like,
nothing,
was there nonstop?
No,
it wasn't.
There was plenty of time,
dude.
Just
what
block,
kind of asshole
just block,
does that?
dude. He could have gone. I could have gone, or the person in front of me could have gone. I could have gone, and there was at least one. I think 2 more people at least. Yeah, 5 cars could have moved through there, and this asshole just wasn't paying.
I try and get in the left or the middle lane every single time that I know I'm not turning right, and I'm going to be the first car at a right on red or any situation like that. Like, I hate the cars. Like, if you're ever like, okay, cool, like we're out because say I'm leaving certain places like by where I live. If like there's, I can right turn onto the street I live on. There's so many times where I'm like, cool, I'll just right turn on red here, and then somebody like juts out in front so they can be the first at the light, and they're going straight. And I'm like, cool. Like, I would have been gone, and you would have been just right back where you are. But just fuck me, right?
It drives me more, especially at I-10. I'm getting on the feeder at I-10. I'm trying to go somewhere. It pissed me off. My second one, Sunday, I went on full tilt gambling. I won a couple bets early, then I lost one, and then I lost another one, and then I bet another one to try and make up for, and then I lost it, and then I bet 2 more to try, and eventually I just blew my entire bankroll and had to reload later that night. Because I kept just chasing bets and chasing bets.
Yeah,
and chasing bets.
You gotta know when to take a loss. I'll do the tilt once or twice. We were like, all right, let me maybe catch up. But after that, like, second bet hits and it doesn't hit, you're just like, okay, I gotta tap out.
Well,
it's worse than I wanted it. But it's like that's the danger of danger of gambling. Sometimes you chase that dragon and you can't get it.
And it was hockey. I've been pretty hot on hockey lately, and that's what killed me. Every underdog or team that I wasn't taking hit. Fucking the worst team in hockey.
You texted our gamble chat and our gamble group chat, and we're like, oh, and this one and this one and this one. I was like, that's a lot of bets he's throwing on these, and I didn't take it. And I was like, good that I did.
I think only one of them hit. But then just the last game of the night too, the Arizona Coyotes, worst team in the league by far, are playing the LA Kings, who are pretty hot right now. I bet them to win in regulation. And then I dumped every last, I think at that point I had like $40 left on it. So then I dumped the rest of that on there too. And with like 3 minutes left in the game, they let Arizona score to tie it up, and it doesn't end in regulation. Like, it was not full tilt. But that's why I don't keep that much money on there. I don't bet much money. It's nothing that's going to fucking even like ever make a purchase for me. It's just to make it interesting. But guys, if you have any problems, 1-800-GAMBLER. It's where you go to. I just felt like an idiot for blowing all that money for no reason. All that money. All in all, I lost like $150. So it's not that much, but still. But that was my gambling bankroll right there.
It's not cool.
I have a quick one too. I think I slept funny last night. So now like the left side of my neck hurts when I turn right.
You got a crick.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but right is like one of the main directions that I turn my neck.
I would say it's the top 2, yeah.
Yeah, definitely top 2.
Exactly. So it's hurting a lot all day.
T's and P's, buddy. I'm sorry. I know when that happens, it sucks. It's the worst.
I guess I'm dealing with this all day. There's no way to like, you can't just make it go away. Like, there's not like you can't just take like an Advil for it. It's just like, this is gonna be me for the day. And like, then when you're driving, you're like, I gotta look back. No, ow. I'm trying to back up. I back out at the grocery store. And you just forget throughout the day, and then you go to turn your head. You feel pathetic when that.
At a stop sign, I'm like, I guess I'm not looking all directions.
Hope no one's there. Fuck it.
I'm sorry about that.
This is a risk I'm willing to take now.
It's a solid, not cool, for sure. Yeah, mine is my apartments again. It's my apartment related. So they turned off the water today at like 9 a.m. Like nobody uses the water at 9. Like on the week of Thanksgiving, where a lot of people have short weeks or are working from home or are off all week and shit like that. Like I was like, you guys want to turn it off on Thanksgiving too? Like maybe Christmas Day. Maybe we could do that to make sure that everybody is because it's like and you know how I found out I was taking a shit. Toilet wouldn't flush. Great. It's great. I'm just gonna hang on to this for a couple hours now until we get this fixed. And I was like, hey, when is the water gonna be on? And they were like, I don't know.
I mean, don't you think that's
like,
something you should tell us?
What?
Because like people poop, and you can't just leave poop sitting there.
Right. And there might have been an email that I didn't see, but still, like,
no. Turning off water is not an email. That is a post notices everywhere kind of thing.
Well, no, what their new thing is, they'll send an email, but then they like won't put the signage around. Like, oh, we're trying to go green. It's, fuck you. You're lazy and you don't want to put up like notices there. And like the office is always like closed half the time I go there, like which is mostly to bitch. But it'll be like, oh, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Like, where the fuck are you guys all day? Where the fuck are you guys? Like, I know that y'all ain't showing tours because nobody's fucking renting here, and it's fucking annoying the fuck out of me. And then also my apartment is today. I was with my good buddy Donatello Michelangelo Leonardo, and we were getting ready to film Bet the House that you can check out on the Rod Ryan Show Instagram or Instagram page and on the YouTube channel there and on mine every Friday. We tell you all the pics, but I was with my buddy Dante and we were getting ready to record Bet the House over here in our studio, and the fire alarms just went off for 45 minutes. For just like right as I'm like, all right, what's up? And I usually give Robert I'll be like, hey Robert, so Dante's gonna tell you this, Dante's gonna do this, and then how
do you know what Dante's gonna do?
Well, I'm here, I'm producing with him.
Oh, okay.
So he uses this studio, and like right as we were getting ready to start, just for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes. They were just testing them out.
Yeah,
and
no, because tests
that was
need to
my
go
second
that long.
time. That was my second time today to go to the office. So I was like, hey, what's that? Oh, well, they're testing the firearms, and I was like, I think it works. It works. It's been going on. Like, when are we ever going to need this to go on for 45 minutes? Like, anybody in the apartments heard it. I guarantee you that we are aware to evacuate at this point. Like, what the fuck? Why 45 minutes? Why? And they're, oh, well, I think they're almost done. They should have been done like 5 minutes in, man. Like, what the fuck?
5 minutes tops. 5 minutes is a long time for an alarm to go off. 45 minutes, they're trying to kill them.
It works. It works for a long time, dude.
I think they want you to kill them.
If an alarm goes off for 45 minutes, a fire alarm, and you don't get it, like unless you're like hearing impaired, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
they're the worst people in the world. I can't wait for you to move out of there so we can flame them publicly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad.
We should just do it now.
Nope.
Oh, because then people know where you live. That's right. I always forget that part.
That I think the Gravy Gang would do anything weird. It's just something you don't want. You don't want people to just know your location all the time.
Yeah, or phone number.
Understandable.
Or phone number. Yeah, which Tessa will give out. We already went over that last week, but that was great. They did call me one more time this week. Did not answer, but
you should just answer and fart right into the phone.
No, I don't even want to give them that. But
in their voicemail where they're like, hey, we heard on the show and the podcast that you don't like that we have your phone number, but really
we called you again. We think you're gonna love us.
But we've got
a
new deal. We're gonna sweeten the deal for you. I'm gonna give you one free smoothie every 2 years.
Well, this time I was just referred by a friend, and that's why they were. I'm like, well, you've been or somebody gave you a referral, and I was like, if I had a referral, that would mean I could go and use their name to get that, which I'm not going to do. I will contact you if I want a gym membership. You don't need to reach out to me. I'm good, dog. I'm good. But yeah, my apartment is just like, what the fuck? Like, again, this is a Thanksgiving week. So there are a lot of people that are working from home, and there are a lot of people that may not have to go into work this week. So like, let's just pick the day that they're home to do this. Like, let's just
It's
fuck
smart.
with their day. Not really smart if you want to get people to leave, but I live above the leasing office. I can put signs up and say, don't fucking rent here if I want to. And that might happen next time. I don't know. They told me I can't. And I was like, watch me. I will. You can't. Like, what are you going to do? Nothing. Fuck off. But yeah. So my apartment is just being fuck faces are my not cool this week. That's all we got right there. Hashtag PTG not cool to @PassGrayPod on Twitter. If you would like to submit a not cool that happens to you throughout the week, and we'll get to them next week. The next segment we got is the answers segment, and it's brought to you by Alamo Remedy CBD, the best CBD products in all the land. Pat has the cucumber melon lotion. I love doing that after, if I'm doing a workout that's not at the gym, that's blowing up my phone. You got anything sore, any aches, pains, rub a little bit of that bad boy on you. You're feeling like $1,000,000 the next day.
Robert wishes he had some for his neck right now.
Robert probably does. If you have a crick in your neck, put a little bit of that bad boy there, you'll be good in no time. When I'm playing soccer, I always put on my ankles, on the knees, makes it feel better the next day. I love that stuff. They have the CBD gummies. Having a little trouble falling asleep, pop a half of one of those bad boys, you'll be feeling great, and then you'll pass out. You'll have great dreams too. They also got the hemp flower. It's not weed. It looks like weed. It smells like weed, but it does not give you like the THC vibe. So you're not going to feel awkward in public. You won't feel weird. You won't feel spacey. You won't feel paranoid. You're just going to have that chill, like relaxed, like the good feeling vibes, and it'll help you get to sleep at night as well. And you won't have any of the side effects or anything like that. Like you won't be paranoid or be like, bro, like I don't know what's going on out here, man, when you're smoking that hot leaf. But yeah, they got the CBD capsules, they got the tincture oil, all that stuff available at Alamo Remedy CBD or AlamoRemedy.com, at Alamo Remedy CBD, and at Alamo Remedy on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you heard about them on Pass the Great Podcast. Use our promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order at AlamoRemedy.com. AlamoRemedy.com, promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. Alamo Remedy CBD, the best CBD products in all the land, and the official sponsor of the Answers segment on Pass the Great Podcast.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what was
Any questions?
All right. If you have an answers question you'd like to ask us, if it's a high thought, something you thought of drunk, something a friend said to you, something you saw online that you wanted our responses to, maybe you want relationship advice, hit us up at Pass Grade Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we sort through them on Twitter. We check Twitter first, then you can also email them to us, answers@pass3apod.com. But make sure you tweet us first. That's the best way to reach us, at Pod, hashtag PTG Answers on Twitter. Our first question comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, Skylar!
At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And he says, at the end of the day, isn't a scientist that studies atoms really just a bunch of atoms trying to understand themselves? Whoa.
I mean, everybody is just a person trying to understand themselves.
We're all just trying to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Big old world we're in.
Skylar, when I get home today, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna search your room because I think you're on that hot leaf.
Hey, as long as he's being responsible, it's fine.
I mean, yes. Adam's trying to understand atoms.
That's
man.
what it is.
Can you imagine if the guy's name or lady's name was Adam?
Or yeah, if it was a guy named Adam, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Scientist named Adam trying to understand atoms.
Adam Adams trying to understand atoms would be nuts.
Adam Adams.
All right. Great question, Skylar. Great question, Skylar. Our next question is from Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata on Twitter. She says, is macaroni and cheese Mac because it's short for macaroni, or because Mac is an acronym for macaroni and cheese?
It's macaroni. Because you say mac and cheese. People call it mac and cheese.
Is that the intent?
Is it? You're not saying it's macaroni and cheese and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese and cheese. No, it's mac is short for macaroni.
I think it's short for macaroni too.
Or
By the
could
way,
we,
I wish I.
or could we
What?
be pulling one of those ATM machine things this whole time and we didn't know it?
ATM machine because it's just the automated teller machine, not the automated teller machine. Maybe we are pulling an ATM machine.
Maybe you are. I'm not.
I feel because it's like easy macaroni, or would it make sense to it was easy macaroni and cheese? It was just so easy. That's why they abbreviated it.
Well, that's different. That's Easy Mac is a product. That's a product name.
But are they going with Mac because it's easy? It's so easy that they abbreviated it all. And then like there's also a restaurant down the street from me called Just Mac, and their specialty is macaroni and cheese. Is it just macaroni and cheese? Is that what they're trying to tell us?
Well, just mac and cheese doesn't roll off the tongue like just Mac.
Right. So maybe that's why they shortened it.
I mean, if
I
you
think I'm
guys
back
want
on acronym with Robert.
if you want to go back, if you want to go
A
corporate with it,
macronym, if you know what I'm saying.
oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That's so good.
Yep, macronym.
I will not be on your side, but I respect your stance.
Good.
You bastard.
Agree to disagree. Great question though, Kenya. Our next one is from Mario del Aguila.
Aguila.
Aguilla.
Delaguilla.
I don't know if I
Aguilla?
pronounced the L or
Well, it's not two L's though, so I think it's still Aguila.
Mario del Aguila. Mario at Super Mario 830 on Twitter. He says, "What color is a mirror?"
I don't really see color.
I also
Gray.
don't see color. Gray. It's gray. Because Robert really doesn't see color, and if Robert says it's gray, it's gray.
It's gray.
It's gray. It's gray.
It's gray.
Fuck it, it's gray.
Mirrors are gray.
We're not gonna come up with a better answer
No,
than
that's
that.
good. That's good. I like that.
You son
Next
of a
one
bitch.
is from Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _. She says, "Which is a more impersonal gift, booze or gift cards?"
Gift cards. Booze is a great gift.
But impersonal, like you could just like, here's some scotch. Like if you don't like scotch, like that could come across as impersonal. I think it depends
If
on
you
the
do it-
booze.
But here's the thing: I don't think you're buying somebody booze that you don't really know.
Not true.
If
Yeah,
you're just
that's
like,
not true.
I would just get somebody wine. Wine's a good gift. Is like
I
I
don't
don't
buy
know what
gifts.
to get you.
I don't know. I don't buy gifts for people I know well. I'm sure shit.
I
I'm
know
not
you
buying
don't.
gifts for people that I don't fucking. Bitch, you don't buy me anything either. Shut up.
Well, yeah, because I know you're not going to give me anything. So it's like, okay.
I would buy you a bottle of booze, and I'd get you a bottle that I know you'd like.
Right.
Booze is
but
actually like the only present that I do buy. For me,
booze
gift
is
cards
always
is
an
like,
easy one.
fuck you. Here's $20.
A gift card is more impersonal, especially if it's like an American Express gift card. Although it's like people always bitch. It's like, well, I don't want you to like limit where I can spend it. It's like, so you give me an American Express gift card, that's where I can spend it. It's basically just handing you cash. I think like normalize giving people cash because it is impersonal, but it's like, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't really know you. Here's $50. Okay.
I think giving them the Amex gift card is better than a specific gift card. I think the specific gift card is a dick move.
But respecting the question, it's more impersonal if
yeah, probably.
it's like I didn't even care to look up like what you like, but it's like also like maybe I don't want Best Buy gift cards because I can only buy shit at Best Buy. Give me an American Express gift card and I can buy anything anywhere.
See, that's the thing too. When I hear booze, I'm thinking liquor, not just like wine or beer. Like,
I hardly know it.
Everybody will give out like a bottle. Oh, here's a bottle of wine for fucking Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever. Here, if you're buying somebody liquor, it's usually because you know they like that kind of liquor. And you're like, hey, dude, I know you've been getting into gins lately. I got this gin that I've been a fan of. It's really cool. It's got this weird fun, like it's specific flavor. You're like, oh, thanks, man. That's awesome. You're not just like
breaking news. I'm gonna do a pat.
Yes, I love
Okay.
The
this.
White Sox sign Kendall Graveman to 3-year deal.
damn.
So not that big of a deal, but whatever. But yes, what you were saying, Pat. Back to you.
No, just that. Like, if I buy somebody liquor, it's usually like, I think you're gonna like this. Not just I gotta get them something. What are they like? I don't know.
They're both somewhat impersonal,
Random
but yeah,
tequila.
but yeah, if you get somebody tequila, it's like they
You
like
don't know if
tequila,
they like
okay?
tequila. You get them
But if
vodka.
they-
All vodka
yeah.
tastes the same. That's a bullshit gift. You get them bourbon. Like, oh well, I don't actually normally drink bourbons. I drink Canadian. Like, you got to kind of know somebody to buy them booze.
Or wine. Wine is pretty impersonal. You just say, I don't know. This was like
Wine
a
is too, because
$20
you're just
bottle.
like, here's a Cabernet. Well, I'm
It's a
usually
red.
drinking Merlot, but
Don't care. Open this one here, and it's also good like at like a party because you like, well, I can just open it if I don't like it. Open it now, and someone else will drink it.
There you go.
I think though, it is more impersonal to give somebody a gift card, but to me, it's like better to give somebody a gift card that can be spent anywhere instead of giving. Like I remember my family in Maryland, when we used to go to Maryland every other year for Christmas, my brother and I would get Sam Goody gift cards. And like they didn't have Sam Goody in Atlanta or in Houston when we lived here. Like they didn't have that. So like we could only buy stuff from Sam Goody when we were up north. And it was like, this fucking sucks. Like
That's when you got to tell your parents,
I don't want
hey,
this.
like, can you guys let them know for next year that we can't use that at home?
But then you feel
I
like
don't
you're
wanna- I don't-
ungrateful.
No,
and
no,
it's
but
like,
that's
I'm not playing that game.
No, but that's why you don't say, like, listen, I don't want to seem ungrateful. I'm very grateful that they're doing this for me. But like, can you tell them for next year that like we don't have Sam Goody in the South, so they're buying me something I have to use right away, right now, and then that's an extra trip while I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
not
like that puts you in
ungrateful,
that puts you in a weird spot where it's like it is more impersonal to just give, like for Robert to give me an American Express gift card, but I would rather him do that than like give me a Macy's gift card.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's person to person. For you, it would actually be more personal to give you Amex gift card than a Target gift card.
More
So, like,
impersonal
I know
is
this
gift card, but it's not wrong to give somebody a gift card.
You'd be like, it's more personal to give you Amex though, because you're like, oh, this is what I would prefer. It'd be impersonal to buy you a Target gift card.
But I would also spend a Target gift card. But yeah, it's like, but to me, the more impersonal a gift card is, the more cool it is that you have the gift card, because then you're able to spend it anywhere.
Yes. Sure.
So gift cards more impersonal, but there's not a problem with giving gift cards.
No problem with it. Because
Although I do think gift cards should have a number on them now. Again, like they used to be like, it's a $20 Chili's gift card, and now a lot of gift cards just have like the Target dog on it. It's like, but would it? Like, I'm not going to keep the thing that it comes in. I need to remember how much is on it.
Nowadays, most gift cards can be loaded with any amount. That's why it doesn't have the amount. But that's what I do at the restaurant. When somebody buys a gift or they use a gift card, it'll tell us how much is on there at the end of it. Grab my Sharpie and I write it on the back of their card so they know how much they have. I hate it so much when people come in like, I have no idea what's on this gift card. Can you just swipe it and find out?
See, I'm that guy with any gift card I have. Like, I don't know. It's just,
well, that's what I'm saying. I like to be the one
rest.
that lets people know how much they have on the card. So that when
New
they
idea.
can hand us the
We
card.
should make gift cards that have the number that you have left on it. Like it's like electronic.
Just
It just
digitally.
changes. Yeah.
Or just have people like me that care about what they're doing and write it on the back.
That too.
Yes.
Great question, Alexis.
Great question.
Our next question is from Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, "Is jizz just boneless children?"
It's Brogurt.
No, Brogurt is yogurt for bros.
Well, honestly, and this is going to open up a can of worms, Josh.
A can of what?
Can of worms. I kind of like stuttered through.
Did you think he said can of words?
I
Yeah.
know I didn't say that, but as I said, even I was like, oh, that sounded like words. I hope they don't pick up on that.
By words, he meant alphabet soup.
Here's where this is going to open up a can of worms. It depends on when you think life
I'm going to start using
begins.
can of words.
He's so far past it. He doesn't even think life begins at conception. Josh thinks life begins in the testicles. Which actually at that point would make anytime you jacked off it'd be murder because all those semen are just going to die.
Boneless kids as jizz that's fair. That's fair, I think. Emma says no.
Emma.
Hey, babe, men are at work right now.
Hold on. She seemed very adamant about that. I think we need her on here to discuss.
Well, no, Emma, Pat wants you to come explain your take.
She's
Okay, well, you can say it off, Mike.
Oh, it takes two to make a child. Jizz is just goo.
That's what you think of jizz. It's just goo.
It's
just goo.
You think Jizz is a boneless child?
Yeah, I do. It needs a mother's love to be bone in.
It's a child nugget.
It's a it's a boneless child nugget then.
No, boneless wings are nuggets.
Right, so it's a boneless child nugget.
That's redundant.
You're opening up a whole nother can of words, Emma.
Well played. I'm gonna say no. Jizz is not
I
boneless
kind of want to
children.
just say yes, but right.
I want
I'm
you
gonna
to.
go no.
It's so funny,
All right,
but
I got
like,
voted.
I don't think
got
life
voted 3-1
begins
here.
in the sack.
Emma says it's sexist. I don't think it's sexist. I thought it was a funny observation that Josh made.
I thought it's a great question, one that I just unfortunately cannot agree with.
But now I've got so many cans of words open after this podcast. I don't know what I'm going to do here.
God damn it.
Our final question of the week comes from our girl, Cassie J, the Squatch God. She's back and she says, let me restart that one. She says, is it the S or the C that's silent in the word scent?
It's the C.
I don't know,
It's
because you
the
could spell
C.
scent.
I know,
like
but that's
one
a stupid
cent
word.
is CENT.
It's a stupid looking word. Like, cover up the S right now and just read it. It's a stupid
Scent.
looking word.
I would say it's the C
can
just
also
because
be
the S
tent,
starts
though.
it. But the C is silent to me because
Well,
the S is the first word. And
okay,
you don't
what about-
usually have like.
What about pterodactyl?
I was just about to say that.
Okay, so that one example right there.
It's what we call an outlier.
Right. I think that's the exception to the rule. I
Yeah.
think that usually the second letter is the silent one. So I would say the S makes the S sound and scent.
What
The
about psychic
C-
or psychologist?
That's PS though.
Sigh. That's why it makes the sound. Yeah, I don't know.
The
Stop
letter P-
playing-
the
stop
letter P-
playing games like that.
The
Don't
letter
open
P
up a
is
can of words on this one.
the letter P is just a team player. It goes along.
I'm trying to think of other words. I can't.
Yeah, you can't. You'll think of other ones, but just the second letter is the silent one.
Tsunami.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. All right. So maybe it is the S that's silent.
No, it's not, because you know what? T's and P's go together. They're both game players. T's and P's right there. Game players or team players, not game players.
What game player words? Word game players. Can of word game players.
Can of word game players.
I
You
think it's the C.
motherfuckers.
It's silent.
It's the C.
Robert disagrees, but
It's the
Even
S.
though
one.
even though silent starts with S, he's gonna be like, no, it's the S doesn't make the sound of S.
Because you can spell scent with either of those letters as the first letter. But I think if it was CSENT, I think that the S should be the silent one.
Here's the thing though. If you take out the S, or if you take out the C, it's always gonna say scent. If you take out the S, it's gonna say scent or possibly Kent. The S can only be spelled one or
I would
sounded
say
out one
scent.
way.
It would still say scent.
The C can also make the sound K.
But in that case, it would just be like one cent.
I know.
We
I'm just
agree
saying
with
it
each
would be
other,
possible.
Pat. We agree with each other. The S is.
I'm trying to
one
talk
that you hear
Robert
the
down
sound
into
from.
getting out of his.
We're not going to. I don't think the
I
C
found
is
some
the
other
silent
words like
letter.
knee.
The English language is stupid. We're not debating
It's dumb.
that,
All right.
Robert.
Look, we're just telling you that the C in this instance would be the silent one. Agree to disagree.
Why can't you see that, Robert?
And on that note, you can give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Past Gravy Pod. I am at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion, although he doesn't have an Instagram. Get a fucking Instagram at Not Pat Dion on Twitter. Robert's at Robert Barbosa03. If you want to hear Robert's hot takes on Thanksgiving at A Recent Study Pod, you can listen to him and Sam debate how long leftovers are good. I think leftovers are good for up to a year sometimes. But yeah, go listen to A Recent Study CGS podcast. That should be part of your Monday routine every single week because it's a dope ass podcast. Sam and Robert get into some great discussions at A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Share us with a friend. Just be like, yo, check out this cool podcast. Make sure to mark your calendars for Saturday, December 18th, Southern Star Brewing Company. Go RSVP on our Facebook page. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 8th annual Christmas Spooktacular going down there. Get your Pass the Gravy ugly Christmas sweaters, Pass the Gravy merch.com. Use promo code Gravy Season, GRAVYSZN at checkout and get 20% off your order through next Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving. Be good to
get your
another.
Krampus pack.
Enjoy Gravy Week. We are thankful for you guys. You guys are the best listeners / viewers ever. Thank you guys for letting us do this every single week and tuning in to this weird little show we got going on. We love you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving. And until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy, you bitches.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.